Hey there, collective. Getting ready to start your reading. This will be a collective reading, so it is general. Please only take what resonates, and of course, leave the rest as always. Okay. If you need more specific information, as always, do look to the other placements in your chart, specifically your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me tonight. Let's see what Spirit has for you. We're going to start by tuning to the energies. So please, if your volume's up, you may want to lower it so I can, so that the singing bowl does not impact you when I hit it. Thank you. Okay. All right, let's get started. Let's see what the universe has for you today, guys. Your guys and angels. What messages do you have today from my collective, please? General collective reading. April 2022. One more. Or Zumba. Maybe somebody here is doing Zumba or does Zumba. I'm not sure where that came from. All right, let's get some messages for you guys. The song that I was getting during your meditation was a song by Sarah Bareilles. It's called Gravity. You may want to look at the lyrics to that. Conflict, yeah, look at that. Gravity is about, and you know, I know a few people that sing a song are called Gravity. John Mayer, I know is one, and I want to say maybe Coldplay is the other one. All of them are amazing songs, but Sarah Bareilles' version is about falling in love with the wrong person, or I shouldn't say the wrong person, with a person who's not good for you. And it being very difficult to break away from it. So if that resonates, or if this reading resonates, that might be something that you want to check out as well. It's a beautiful song. All right. So we have conflict starting out. That's an event. Okay. So this is something that will likely manifest if you're not already in the midst of some kind of conflict or someone in your situation. So you or your person. So your guys and angels. What other messages do you have from your collective, please? Commitment. All right. I just saw discovery on the bottom. Look at this. Okay. See if it comes out. We have joyous fun. We have family, friends, and guides. What is that? Is that a moth? Had the doors open. I think something flew in. Come back, come back, come back. Alright, it's way too many here. Let's try that again. Let's get one more for the collective spirit. Okay, that one definitely flipped. Oh, look at that. We have two that flipped over. We have stuck energy, and then we have the loving man. Whoa, okay. Let's see what is going on here. And then your higher self. All right, let's take a look, guys, and see what's going on, and then we'll get some tarot on it. Also get some clarification here. Some of you guys may be in some kind of conflict here. It could be to do with some kind of commitment. Why am I feeling like this is one person? If not, it could be both of you, obviously. If you had a commitment with somebody, you might be having some trouble right now. There could be some conflict around a situation here. you may actually be looking to, you may be out with friends or spending time with friends, but I feel like somebody here is wanting to get back to maybe having fun again, bring in some fun back into the situation, some lighthearted energy. This could very well have been someone that you were friends with, but also I'm getting that you guys may be turning, somebody here is turning to their friends, possibly even their family, maybe for solace, but also for, I feel like for advice. That's what I'm getting. But I want you to know that this is also a spirit card, as you can see. So this could also very well be that you are looking, somebody here is looking to higher guidance here. It could very well be both parties, to higher guidance here for some wisdom on how to move forward in a situation or even move away from a situation. We have the loving man here, of course. So we have someone here who, I don't know if that's you or if that's your person here, somebody here that's looking quite romantic, feeling very loving, very romantic here, having a lot of loving thoughts, it looks like, thinking a lot about you in this situation, but also feeling stuck in some sense, like perhaps the situation is stuck, the relationship is stuck, like something that they are involved in perhaps is also stuck. I don't know if maybe this person is involved in another commitment. Hopefully not. Whatever it is, it could very well, it's got to be bringing forth some kind of turbulent emotions here, okay? There's got to be some really turbulent emotions in this situation, or someone feeling like there's a lot of conflict here around a commitment. So if it's not you and your person, then maybe your person is in another commitment. Doesn't have to be, obviously take it as it resonates, but it's going to be one or the other, I believe, of those situations. I don't think it stopped them whatsoever from having or developing these emotions for you. They may be actually going through some kind of divorce. Perhaps that's why there's conflict in terms of some kind of commitment that they have. Now, if their commitment is just the fact that they are committed, I don't know, are they away working? Do they have some kind of contract that they're involved with? Maybe they're, I guess they could be working overseas. I guess they could be working far away where they've signed a contract for something like that, and they have other commitments that are really interfering and creating conflict. Could be that as well. But let's get some tarot and take a look at this most definitely. Actually, let me start here. I think I'm going to start with, let's do the untold truths of the heart. I want to get just some more context on kind of what's happening here, and then we will get some tarot. Why do I feel like somebody's trying to break out of a commitment so that they can get with someone else? Or someone hasn't been showing, maybe someone was tied up in another commitment, even if they were in the process of a divorce or something along those lines, and could not devote to someone else, was feeling very stuck, like they just couldn't do it. But I don't know, I'm getting a real strong pull to work too. I don't know why. This is obviously a love story, but I mean, this is about, it could be work too. Maybe spending so much time at work, so, so committed, so dedicated there that they don't feel like they can properly give to a relationship. But there's so much love here as well. So I think this person might be feeling very torn, very conflicted. So spirit guides and angels, please give me some more context on this situation. What happened here and what is going on for my collective? If I get mirroring one more time, I don't know what I'm going to do here. Okay. Mirroring is the first card out. This is insane. So I've been getting this a lot lately. I don't know what's going on with the energy. I don't know if we have a lot of divine couples that are starting to really come together, feel very drawn together in some sense, but they are coming together. Obviously, there's a lot of mirroring that is going on here. Okay, so that may have also created some conflict if you were in a situation and you guys heavily mirror one another and actually bring up, traumas in each other. It's through no fault of your own. You're simply highlighting the things that need to be healed and vice versa. that can obviously create some conflict. It can be external, but it can also be internal for a lot of people. They don't even speak it, and as I say it, we have unspoken. There may have been some arguments in this situation, or it may have just been, someone didn't even say what they needed to say. The card does say unspoken. Okay, I definitely believe there's some disappointments that has happened here. Could have been very shocking. Okay, with this upheaval card here, it might have been super unexpected that you just found yourselves just maybe not talking, or maybe just not getting along. I feel like there was a drifting off though. So what does that mean? Does that mean that you guys, maybe you were texting less, or you were calling each other less, or showing less emotion or something like that? I just got to really whack it. Okay. Somebody also, see, this is the terrible part. I'm just going to tell you, this is the downside, the dark side about the mirroring thing, right? It's so necessary so that we know where we need to heal, but it also can really bring up a lot of stuff. I feel like somebody in one, it might only be a one situation, I don't know, but I definitely just heard this, so I'm going to say it. Somebody, I think, was almost using emotional manipulation, or using, I don't know, I feel like maybe they were making digs. Perhaps it's you, or maybe you, hopefully not you to them, but maybe it's you, or maybe purposely holding back their energy. I don't know if it was to make you chase them, or is it to make you feel bad? I know that sounds terrible, but that's really what I'm getting here. It's almost like, yeah, you're beautiful, but I'm not going to tell you you're beautiful. I'm going to keep that to myself, or I'm not going to tell you that you're amazing. I'm going to keep that to myself. It's like things that were happening before kind of stopped happening because this person started getting very insecure in some way about the situation. That's really interesting. And abusive. So always watch out for stuff like that. Emotional abuse is still abuse. I mean, it's all abuse, right? Okay, exhaustion. So yeah, this shows me that somebody here is definitely completely fatigued with all of this. Maybe it's been going on a very long time, or you've been going through it a long time. If there's been a separation, maybe that's been a long time. I think it's put you both really very much so in your head. I think it may have led also to clouded judgment. Okay, feeling kind of imbalanced in this situation. All right, the card does say illusion, so even illusions here. Okay, maybe not even knowing what to think in this situation. If there was a lot of lies, or a lot of things that were twisted, or even a lot of hot and cold energy, maybe you just don't even know what to think about the situation or the relationship, or maybe you didn't. Maybe you were getting very clouded in it, is what I want to say. Definitely have a divine feminine here. So maybe I'm reading for a divine feminine, or maybe you're with a divine feminine. Yeah. But you guys have, there's that pull, there's that gravity, right? That's what I started with. There's a very heavy infatuation here, almost like an addiction, a compulsion to one another, like you have to have each other. Okay, so even though you may break away, even though you may try and go in a different direction, you may have had some issues doing that. You may actually feel this strong pull back to one another for some reason. Yeah, the sad part here is I feel like this is really sad, because I think it is the wounds that are getting in the way here. I say that because I feel like there was a lot of adoration in this. You probably really felt really good about the situation at one point, and they to you as well. And then the triggering kind of started. I see solitary. Somebody's very withdrawn at this time, okay? This could be you or your person, very much so single, certainly withdrawn, taking some time to be by yourself, maybe heal, I don't know, but certainly probably reflect. I feel like somebody, though, is feeling kind of lonesome, maybe really missing that the other person. So honestly, I started with Gravity. I'm just going to keep going back to that, because when I channel a song, when I ask for a song, the song they give me always has something to do with the reading. So I think that maybe both of you may be feeling that way, perhaps really deeply missing each other. I think that mistakes were definitely made in this situation, whatever that means, okay? Were the mistakes that truths were not told, maybe feelings were not divulged. I feel like there was a real lack of complete honesty, whatever that means, okay? So sometimes, omission, can be looked at as dishonesty. Sometimes we hold back because we don't know what to really expect from the other person, or we're just trying to feel things out. And then sometimes we just get into arguments and do things that are so quick, so abrupt, and we just put it into it. All right, like I'm just not going to deal with that, and it probably was something that could have been resolved. So I don't know who that is for, but that's definitely going to be for somebody. Let me get a couple more. We're going to go into it. Yeah, see, this is not, yeah. I just said unspoken things. All right, we already talked about that. We also talked about unspoken feelings as well. Okay, somebody here definitely feels like they were misunderstood in this situation. I think I got that in Sag or Leos too. You may want to look at those. Those are the only two signs I've done so far for April. This, though, is saying that something's going to be unveiled here. I feel like somebody does want to actually send a message, okay? It does say confessions. It doesn't have to be confessions. The confessions don't have to be anything bad, like, hey, I was out with so-and-so, or, it could just be telling you what happened. It could be telling you why somebody walked away or why they felt the need to act a certain way. It could also be about, unveiling how they feel for you if they didn't do that before, Somebody thought somebody here was also, why am I getting like too much for them? Not too much in a bad, not too much like, oh, I'm not, good enough for you. There could have been some of those insecurities, but I'm feeling more like almost like, do I even have time for this? Like, this is maybe one of you wanted more than the other person did, and maybe the other person saw that as kind of like it would have taken too much away from them or their life or too much of their time. There could have been some clinginess. I'm just being honest. That's what I'm hearing. So if there was maybe a little bit of that, and sometimes, when you really care about someone, when you're really vibing, we can be a little bit that way too. We just want to talk to them all the time, and especially if you trusted this person, right? Because you want to share things with them because you can't trust everybody. So in these higher soul connections, I will say a lot of times that will happen. We just begin to divulge a lot, but it can suddenly begin to feel very one-sided. And so we have to kind of watch that and pull back as kind of a self, protection mechanism. But sometimes people get scared when that happens, all right? And I'm thinking, I don't know why, but this is what I'm getting around confessions. I think somebody may have gotten scared. Someone may have felt overwhelmed. And I think they want to talk to you about it, because if it wasn't you, I'm feeling like it was this person that you're dealing with. Look at this. Wow. That's crazy. This is how it's winding up in terms of the context here. So again, I don't see anything terrible here. I see a lot of unspoken words. I see some mirroring. I see some triggering. I see that it created some upheaval here. I see that it was very exhausting for both of you guys. This whole journey has been very exhausting, it looks like, for both of you guys. I see it may have kept you in a state of not really seeing things clearly, but I also see that you guys absolutely adore one another, okay? Basically, it can feel like an actual addiction to one another, all right? So I think that you do want to come together. Somebody's about to start this relentless pursuit here with the chase, okay? I think they're focused on you. They have their eye on you. They're probably watching you in some way if they can see you. They do want to talk to you. They have some things that they want to say. They have some things that they want to confess as well. All right. And I think that this person knows or feels like this situation is not done. You both probably know or feel that it's not done. This card says one day. All right, someday, somewhere, another time. Also, maybe this person, if you're in the same vicinity, I feel like they might be trying to bump into you somewhere. Maybe they feel like if they just happen to run into you, that you guys can kick off a conversation and they can kind of gauge where you're at. But I feel like somehow this person is keeping an eye on you. Another thing is if you're waking up, maybe like in the middle of the night or something like that, especially if in a twin flame soulmate kind of connection, there may be, I feel like there might be a lot of energy that's passing back and forth here that you will feel, even if you're, God, why do I have to say this? Even when you're, I'm sorry, I get so much that comes in and I try to get it out, but sometimes they push me. Even if you're waking up a bit, you could be waking up with some dreams. Let me just say that some of them can feel erotic in a sense. You may feel that energy very heavy. I think it's because they're feeling the same thing, okay? They're definitely feeling the same thing over here. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to get some tarot now, get some more information. So spirit guides and angels. Let me get a couple shuffles real quick, though. Guys and angels, talk to me about my collective. If you're dealing with a Sag or Leo, I know that some of these showed up in both of those, so you might want to check out those readings. If that appeals to you, of course. Or if I'm dealing with, or if I'm talking to a Sag or a Leo, of course. Okay, spirit guides and angels. Talk to me about, give me the energy for my collective, please. What is the energy for my collective? Okay, good. Yes. It said that you were both solitary here, that you were actually kind of withdrawn, and that's what I'm getting. Have some Virgo energy here and some Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So funny because I just said that. What else do you have here? I feel like you have really been contemplating and trying to gain some insight on a particular situation here, collective. Aww. This is definitely on a soulmate connection, someone who you've been with before and someone who you feel like you're just at home with, okay? There could be some healing that you're trying to do in relation to this situation, but I don't feel like you're really, you might be, honestly, you may have been left in a bit of confusion, or maybe you're feeling that now, a bit of confusion. You might be feeling, you're definitely not moving forward, okay? I don't feel like you have a great deal of clarity when it comes to this situation. Maybe you're still trying to think through it or work through some emotions, and that is why you're here in this Hermit. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here, and then of course I have Gemini over here. Okay, what else for my collective? Yeah, you're definitely very discontent with the way things are, the way things are going. You might even feel a bit of apathy at this point, but this energy I'm feeling is definitely not apathy, honey. Hang on one second. I'm always having to dive under my camera. Yeah, but I think you're tuning in and you're really looking for higher wisdom here. I think you're kind of also trying to see what's being hidden, okay? And maybe that's just intuitively kind of working through the shadow stuff to see what's being hidden and what you need to learn from it. The High Priestess is very much so about going into the unconscious part of us, right? Into that awareness and really connecting, all right, and gleaning wisdom from it. So you're very much so tuned in at this time. You have two cards of that, all right? You have the Hermit as well as the High Priestess. You might also be a bit secretive about what you're doing as well, or maybe people are finding you mysterious just for the simple fact that you're just not really putting out a lot right now. But I can see that you are trying to move forward here with this rapid action, okay? I think you want to, if you're not already back in contact with this person, which I don't know if you are. If you are, that means that they're already chasing you, which energetically I feel that's absolutely true, but I don't know if they're actually moving on you yet. If they are, then obviously either one applies. It would just show me that you're already having some movement in this situation, okay? And you're really trying to make sure that you're staying in tune and just watching everything. But with this lack of clarity, I feel like maybe this has not happened yet, but you are trying to move forward little by little here. You want to, I think you would like to have rapid movement in this situation, okay? Rapid action, even if it's just moving forward so that you can be to a space where you're feeling better, okay? Let's look at your person. So, Spirit, tell me about the collective's person. Can you tell me about the collective's person? Yeah, they're wore out too. We saw here that it's been a very long journey for the two of you guys, that there's been some fatigue. This card is also a card of fatigue. It's the Nine of Wands. It's the wounded warrior, if you will, somebody that's really been embattled here. So they just feel really exhausted by this, and maybe even by other things that are going on in their life as well. Remember up here, the first card out, which carries a lot of energy, right? The most energy actually is conflict. Maybe this person has a lot of conflict around them, or maybe there's been a lot of conflict around this situation. Why do I feel like somebody might be getting out of some kind of, trying to wrap up some kind of commitment here? Or maybe they're in conflict about offering a commitment, because I definitely see that the next card here is the Two of Wands, which is all about making plans. When I see a Two of Wands, it's also about making long-term plans, okay? Plans for your future here. Yeah. See, I told you they're watching you. You got the Page of Swords here. This person is definitely very curious about what's going on with you. I think they're putting a lot of mental energy, a lot of mental focus towards you. Really wanting to see what you're up to. Perhaps they even feel like maybe you are no longer interested, especially if you've been in hermit mode and you've kept everything kind of to yourself in this High Priestess energy, because High Priestess is almost someone who is just, they seem unattainable, right? So they may have felt that you have kind of left the building, so to speak. Yeah, they definitely do, because look at this. Okay. I'm going to actually move this with my foot this time. Yeah, they're definitely curious, and I think that they're focusing a great deal on you. They are feeling like they might have missed their chance here, collective, okay? That might be making this feel, maybe that's why I feel so much energy in this. You know, the song, again, is about two people that can't stay away from each other, but knowing that you've fallen in love, perhaps with the wrong person. Now, I know that that sounds terrible, okay, but sometimes what I mean by the wrong person, you know, is sometimes people can be, well, first of all, they may not be right for us just simply because they're in lower energy, they're in a lot of toxicity. Sometimes, you know, two people just don't mesh. That is, you know, it just is what it is. But sometimes when you really love each other, there can be a lot of things that come up if they're not dealt with that can really harm a situation. And that's what the song is really talking about. So I think that whoever I'm talking to has been definitely in a situation like that. But this person is feeling like this might be a lost opportunity here, honestly. Like they might have missed their chance with you. This guy looks really happy about this commitment, okay? So if you guys have been in a lot of conflict, I'm feeling like this person might be trying to come in here with some kind of commitment, so that they can bring some life back into this situation, so that you guys can get back to your sense of happiness and doing things together, even if you haven't done things together before. Really start a relationship. And I do think, yeah, look at this. You got the loving man. Maybe they want to come in as well and just romance you and show you how loved that you are. You know, a lot of things that maybe was not said before, maybe they did say and then they pulled back on. I really feel like this person is looking within, possibly even really praying. You might be dealing with someone who is religious. They don't have to be religious. But I got that, and I looked at the card. There is no crosses here, but for some reason I saw a cross hanging around her neck, which is interesting. So it doesn't have to be in the Christian faith. I don't know why I felt Catholicism around it, but just take it as it resonates, obviously. Regardless, I feel like this person is definitely looking to possibly to family and friends for guidance here, but also doing a lot. I feel like they're looking to spirit, honestly, more than anything. So that they can find out how to get out of this stuck energy and be able to move forward. What is keeping them stuck exactly? All right, so here we also have someone, we talked about how this person could feel very exhausted at this time. They too are in this contemplation stage, which is so interesting to me. You have cards here of sitting back, contemplating, resting, right? Just spending some time in solitude, and I feel like they're doing the very same thing here in this Four of Swords energy. They are working quite a bit, all right? But I feel like they have a lot of passion for you as well, is what I'm getting here, and they want to see if they can work towards a new beginning, okay? They are spending a lot of time in their craft, though. I got to be honest with you. If that was something that was a conflict in the past and a commitment that they had as well, that definitely was kind of I think that could have been an obstacle, to be fair. Nothing wrong with a hard worker, that's for darn sure, and someone who is dedicated, but you do have to find a balance between work and play. You know, there has to be a healthy balance for you. So I want to know, Spirit, what is this? How does this person feel about my collective? How do they feel about my collective? I mean, I see at the top you've got the love card here. They miss you. Look at this. This person is really disappointed over what they're viewing as a lost opportunity here, okay? I think there's a lot of loss in this card, a lot of grief. This person is sad. Yeah. I think they are definitely trying to get some kind of, they're trying to gain some kind of clarity. This is what I'm getting. Somebody owes you some truth about something. I don't know. Something was hidden here, maybe. Yeah, I feel like something might have been hidden here. Somebody might also be working in the field of justice or legal field or something along those lines. It could be a cop or I don't know, some kind of cop, a marshal. They could work, you know, they could be an attorney, a judge even. Something like that. Yeah, see, this person wants to come in, though. How do they feel? They feel like you are just absolute and utter wish fulfillment. They feel like you are their family, that you are their happiness, that you're like a dream come true to them, okay? I think that this person certainly knows that there needs to be some kind of clarity in this situation, whether that be clarity of something that's happened. It could be clarity in terms of their emotions. Something was not fair, they feel like, in this situation, either you to them or them to you. And I think they want to get that resolved. I think this person has been very disciplined. Did you judge this person for working too much? That just came at me very strongly. Did you feel like because they were working so much, maybe you think they also thought that they also had other things going on? That's crazy. Okay. That's crazy that I just got that. Maybe they work some insanely long hours, or maybe they work weird hours that are questionable. And maybe you had a reason to do that. If that is your story, it's not going to be for everybody, but if it is, then of course. But regardless, I feel like they think that that obviously they probably know that they were not fair to you as well. There may have been some unfairness there. All right. But I think that they do want to have some clarity here. You know, they feel like you're really exercising a lot of self-control here. I think they also look at you as a very clear-cut person, right? Very fair. I think you were really good to them. I think they looked at you as a very balanced person in a sense. You probably gave them a lot of love, a lot of nurturing, a lot of affection. I just heard some of yours. I heard you're so cute, so I don't know what that means. Maybe you were very charming or very playful with this person. Maybe y'all had a lot of playful banter back and forth. They definitely feel that. But the biggest thing here I'm seeing is they also feel like you're also a very disciplined person, okay? You might be very successful in your own right, but that you have ascertained a lot of self-control throughout this whole ordeal. So maybe even if something happened here, maybe you were just like, okay, I'm going to pull back and do my own thing, okay? And maybe they have seen that with you. I feel like it's something, honestly, that they really respect. They don't like it in some sense because you may have been chasing them at one point and now you're not doing that anymore. They didn't like that part. I think they probably thought that maybe you would come back around, but you haven't. You have really exercised a lot of control here, it looks like. And I think they really respect that about you. Actually, it's almost like that has elevated you in some way, if that's even possible. But this person feels like you bring them a lot of inner joy, a lot of inner happiness, and they love you. I mean, that's very clear. You're like a dream come true for them. You're like everything wrapped into one, is what I'm getting. All right, so then we have, so they want to come towards you here, okay? Most definitely. They want to take action, I feel like, towards you. They may feel as though they were a bit impulsive in the past, or maybe you were impulsive in pulling away from them. They do feel like you're also a very action-oriented person. You don't have an issue going after what you want, and even defending your beliefs in a scenario that may have happened in this situation here. But they feel like you're their fulfillment. I don't know how else to say that. Like, you bring a sense of harmony into their life, and they don't want to really forego that, okay, is what I'm getting here. So if it's been a long time, and I feel like for some of you it has definitely been a while, they don't want to really, it's almost like they feel like maybe the cycle has completed and they're trying to restart a new one, is what I'm getting for some of you guys. So that's not going to apply to all of y'all. But if I were you, I would really look at this person and just listen to them, obviously. If you're in this energy that I'm feeling, you're probably very much still in love with this person. You may want to just listen to them and see what it is that they have to say, and if that's satisfactory to you. You know, if it's something, obviously, if this is a situation that is beyond repair, you're already going to know. But they want to drop these burdens, okay? I think they're tired of carrying them around. It's been super heavy. Again, that's showing me 10s are about endings. They have a lot of responsibilities, I feel like, on them. And I think that this too has been a huge burden, because if they're not working most of the time, I feel like they're thinking about you too, probably at work, actually, a lot. Okay, so what is this person's next action then? Let me grab another deck so I can use a lot of cards here. So what is this person's next action, Spirit, towards my collective then? These are already shuffled, but I like to get a few more when I start. So this is for my collective. What's this person's energy towards my collective, please? What is their next move? Action will it take? Okay. What's this person's next action towards my collective, please? And hot ball here. See, look. Oh, wow. I'm telling you, this person is feeling sad. Sad, sad, sad. Definitely feeling out in the cold. Maybe feeling like you've turned a corner here in terms of them. They see you standing so strong up here. They can't get it out of their mind that you are their soulmate. You view them as that way too. Soulmate, twin flame. It's definitely a higher level connection here. Missing. I feel like there's a lot of memories in this as well too. So somebody may be really looking over all the memories here. But we have somebody that, look at this. They're ready to be a fool for you, it looks like. What else here? I think they definitely want to come up out of the cold here. They don't want to feel like they're isolated from you anymore. Oh my God. You stop it. Are you kidding me? What in the world? The Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Lovers. Unfreaking believable. Okay, I think that's all we need here. So this person is definitely ready to make some kind of move towards you, okay? I think they are ready to be a fool for you, to drop the guards that they have had, all right? to drop the barriers, I think, that's been in the way, to drop the ego that could have very well been in the way, that's really created some friction between the two of you guys. Hoping that y'all can really work through what you have here. We have a queen and a king here, okay? So I'm feeling like this person's going to come in very passionate, super charming, okay? This is very much an action couple, a very passionate couple is what I'm getting, okay? So whether it's a male, female, does not matter here. This is an energy, but certainly very charming, probably laying it on thick, very good with their words, but certainly taking control of this situation because they want to have success. If you know anything about fire signs or Queen of Wands or King of Wands energy, you already know we like to look good. We want to make sure that we win, but we definitely we want to look good. We want things to work out. We want success. Okay, that's what it's all about. So regardless of what sign you are, doesn't matter. This is definitely an energy, and this is a divine couple. Okay, so we have a divine pair on the table. You might be dealing with a Sag or a Leo here. I have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I have Cancer again. I have a Cancer. I have a Libra over here. What else did I miss? I have some Taurus energy as well. I think I basically have everything. I have some Pisces as well. And then I have Gemini. And I have Aries. Okay, so definitely coming in, I feel like super passionate, okay? Doesn't really want to take no for an answer. Honestly, with these two cards together, I'm thinking that, they're going to be received well, probably, maybe not by all of you guys, but I feel like there's so much passion here. There's so much love here. There's so much great banter. There's almost comedy between the two of you. You're both funny, okay? Yeah, I just think they're ready to put things down and to kind of come in towards you because they love you. There's so much love here, and I think they're looking at this as very much so divine love. There might be something forbidden here. Forgive me for noticing this, but I can't help but notice the apple here, okay? Definitely might be something forbidden here as well, or something that you guys maybe thought was forbidden in the past, or people might view as forbidden. But I don't think that's stopping anybody here. I feel that they're definitely going to come in. They will probably be putting their best foot forward because I feel like they really want to win you over, okay? They definitely see you as a divine counterpart here. You can't, honestly, there's no way to mistake this. And you also have soulmates up here. And I think that they want to make it work, okay? They want to come out of this energy. All right, they don't want to be out in the cold anymore. They don't want to be sad anymore. All right, they want to be happy. And they want to get back to that joyous fun, okay, that they felt like you guys used to have. Now, you guys could have been friends at some point, all right? And now they're wanting to have a bigger commitment. They may come in, honestly, proposing some kind of commitment, okay? Some kind of commitment that has to do with marriage, or it could just be, let's be a couple. It could be, let's move in together. It could be anything like that. Okay. Wow. Okay, let me get some. I'm going to see who the players are here. Let me see who the players are in this bad boy. This bad boy. This is beautiful. Been a lot of time wasted, I feel here. Hopefully it hasn't been wasted, but while somebody has felt very stuck here, you could have both felt very stuck. But it does look like you both went within. I'm really loving that, and I could actually see your person or somebody here in this situation actually praying. I feel a lot of that energy going up and actually praying. All right, so yeah. So somebody here could have been a player in the past or could have been accused of being a player too. Could have been dealing with an Aries. We have Aries in a few spot here, so you could be an Aries. They could be an Aries. Daggum. Slow down. We got a Pisces as well. And you could be dealing with a beautiful Pisces. All right. What else? And we have a Taurus. All right. Have a Leo here on the bottom as well. I just saw communicator. I feel like one of you guys is a strong communicator. You both are probably strong communicators, but somebody holds back quite a bit. That might have also given that player vibe if they weren't really a player. Because, sometimes when people hold back, we always make assumptions that they're doing, what else? What are they doing? You know, we got fire here, so you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, there might have been a lot of fire in this relationship, a lot of passion in it as well. You know, I talked about forbidden a minute ago. Maybe you guys felt like dealing, maybe it was like playing with fire, to be honest with you, especially maybe if y'all have some kind of work connection or something like that. Or if this person was actually in some kind of other commitment, or if you were, God forbid, but it happens, right? You could have felt like you were playing with fire in this situation. That's it. Yeah. Sometimes somebody's a creator here, so you might be a content creator. You might be on social media. You might have some kind of platform, YouTube. Actually, there's many platforms, I suppose, but Instagram. God, I can't remember. Oh, TikTok. I'm actually starting to like that one. So you may be doing something like that. Your person could very well do something like that. You could obviously be in the public eye. Maybe somebody here is getting a lot of attention too. And the other person is kind of seeing that. I just heard the person follows you. That's interesting. So if you have them blocked in some way, I'm just feel they follow you. That's exactly what I heard. So that's going to have to be a fake account or something like that. They're getting in some way. If you have that, this is definitely a past life connection. Got a Sagittarius here. Somebody could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or maybe you are a Sagittarius. Somebody in this situation could be extremely extroverted as well. Very outgoing, loves to be around people, loves to be in the action, right? Always doing things. And then we have someone here who's also a loner. So somebody might very well spend a lot of time alone. Okay, maybe that is where they're comfortable at, especially if they're working a lot. Maybe when they're off, maybe they just like to chill and be kind of a loner. I don't know if they work in a solitary position as well. Yeah, I don't know, but this person is definitely coming off as a loner. You might also be dealing with an Aquarius, and here's that darn communicator card again. So somebody, like I said before, is a great communicator. Yeah, in this scenario as well. Now, if your sign didn't come up or anything like that, do not worry about it. You know, the signs, I just do the signs extra. I used to never do them. People are like, do the signs. So I don't like to confuse others with the signs. But I do them for you guys. It is the sacrifice I make. And, you know, if it resonates, I know it can feel very powerful and empowering in a reading. But I've also been in readings where they didn't come up and I'm like, oh man, I thought that was my reading. So, you know, you got to use your discretion on these things. If the details sound right, it's probably your reading, even if I don't call out your sign, okay? There's so many cards to choose from. Not every sign will be represented in every reading. So we're going to start here by getting some messages here from the Divine Masculine. It says, I want to make things right between us. I'm not sure how to do it, but I am working on it. Wow. See? They're making a plan is what they're doing. That's what I'm getting. And probably a plan of higher commitment. Look at this. I want to take a risk with you, but I'm afraid. Yeah, they're afraid of you. Why are they afraid of you? What happened here? Either you laid down the law for this person, or maybe you just cut them out so quick they don't even know how to think about that. Maybe this person is used to people chasing them and you didn't do it. Yeah, but they know that this is real, baby. This is real. I know it. And then look at this. See? Are you going to reject me? Are you mad? See, that's what I'm saying. They want to come in. They want to come towards you. But whatever has happened here, especially if you just cut them out and said enough, they definitely are wondering if you're still mad at them, if you're going to reject them in some way, if they come in and even talk to you, much less try to offer you what I feel is really on their mind. Yeah, they said, I learned so much from you, even if you don't know that. Thank you. So they're thanking you for the lessons. Now, that is powerful to me because you always want to see a person grow. That means that they're actually paying attention, they're learning, they're internalizing, you know, and they're healing. That's beautiful. And then it says here, I'm not sure that I deserve the way you love me. So you probably really showed this person a lot of care, a lot of attention, a lot of love. they might not have even thought it was real, to be honest with you. Not sure why I said that, but they may have thought that there's no way. Like, how could you love a person, especially if they had a lot going on internally? How could you love someone like me, or could you possibly love someone like me this quickly? Or why is this person adoring me so much? Maybe they've had shitty relationships, okay? Maybe they've only dealt with people who don't know how to love correctly, who cheat, or who lie, or who use them for things. I mean, who knows? In the day of swiping left, baby, there are all kinds of people out here, trust me, and they don't put a lot of value, unfortunately, on others, and that's the bad news. But there's also a lot of good people. That's the good news. All right, let's see what the Divine Feminine might have to say here. Spirit. Yeah, see, you held up some boundaries. I needed to make healthy boundaries. I was not trying to hurt you. Let's take a chance. Man, I just got these. Where did I get these? That's for another reading. Get some more shuffles just to make sure. These have already been cleansed and shuffled multiple times. So maybe Spirit's saying this is a very pronounced message, apparently. So the female is up to take a chance. Oh, look where this fell. I want to take a risk with you, but I'm afraid. And you said, let's take a chance. So the female's saying, let's take a chance. And the male's saying, hey, I want to take a risk, but I'm afraid. All right. That's amazing. Okay, so what is Spirit? I'm grateful that you showed up in my life. I will never forget you or this or these lessons in love, no matter where we both end up. Jeez, I'm going to start crying. This is crazy. They literally just said, I learned so much from you, even if you don't know it. Thank you. The Divine Feminine is literally saying the same thing. Okay, tell me you guys are not mirroring one another. There's a lot of mirroring. Okay, so much mirroring going on lately. It's crazy. It's like union must be close. It's got to be. I've never seen this amount of mirroring, and now it feels to me like it's showing up everywhere. Oh, God, I just got chills. That's crazy. I sometimes regret having told you how I feel about you. I should have hidden my feelings from you. No, but I understand that you feel that way. This is Divine Feminine. Remember what I said. Sometimes you get so excited and you just want to share everything. And meanwhile, they're not really sharing a lot. That's what happened here. Wow. I can't feel you like I used to anymore, but when I do, I miss you so much, it hurts. And my heart is still open to you. That's incredible. So those are all from the Divine Feminine to the Divine Masculine. All right, I'm going to get some messages here, I think. I'm going to look to... By the way, don't ever feel bad about showing your true feelings or your true self. You know, being true to who you are, being authentic, that's the best thing you can do. Believe it or not, people screw up relationships by just as much by not showing how they feel or telling how they feel as they do by oversharing. So that's what it is, except you get the bonus for being real and authentic with this person. Don't ever regret that. All right, angels. Do we have any wisdom here for the collective? Any divine wisdom here for the collective? Okay, let's try that again. I never like the way these cards shuffle, but all right, let's see. Yeah, playfulness. Look at this, joyous fun, one of the first cards out, powerful. They're saying to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. They're saying you guys have to bring the conversation back around to playfulness, okay? When you guys begin communicating, when this person reaches out, when you guys are able to connect again, you need to bring the joy and the playfulness back into the union, okay? Even if you guys are friends, even if you're starting as friends, even if you're taking it slow, even if you're just, you know, putting your toes in to feel things out, Any of that is fine, but make sure that you're doing that. It does say to release your ex here. The time has come to clear your energy. That I was thinking that in the beginning. Somebody may have been tied as well to an ex that they had not quite gotten over. Maybe they were having a very difficult time letting go of that person, or at least the memories of that, or maybe the way that that went. Maybe if they were in a bad relationship or a bad marriage, or if they were still just very connected to that person. Sometimes they can be with that person. It can be like an in and out energy. But sometimes it could also be that that person left and they just still they've not come out of that energy yet, okay? Or that could be you too, but it is saying here somebody needs to release their ex and the time has come to clear your energy. All right, what else here? Finances and career may have been a factor. So financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. That explains all the working, all the overwhelmment, all the kind of drowning themselves in work. But also, I think they're also trying to work their way up in some way. This person may also just be a person that's very... I picked up workaholic in another reading as well, but definitely a workaholic, but certainly somebody who needs to be, like, they put a lot of emphasis on being financially stable. I can certainly appreciate that because I do that as well. But, you know, you do have to find a balance for sure. And look at this, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Unrequited love is about differences. Okay, so again, there's probably a lot of differences here. Remember I said forbidden earlier because I saw the little apples in this Adam and Eve, okay? This Lover's card, you know, there may be some differences here. It could be differences that are very pronounced to society, you know, it could be age, it could be ethnicity, nationality, you know, and, you know, whatever your differences are, there could definitely be a lot of differences here between the two of you guys. You will know what they are. Spirit is saying, I don't think that, you know, this may have been the hindrance in the past, but have you been able to get through those? Can you both deal with those, you know, and maybe what comes as a result of them, especially if it's age and, you know, nationality and all of that stuff. None of that has anything to do with anything unless we make it an issue. All right. So if you want something to be an issue, it could certainly be an issue, or you can just choose love. All right, really kind of up to you. So I would say everybody needs to be accountable for their part in that, and letting go of a lot of the mindsets that might normally, you know, dictate most of society. You know, this is not some normal situation or normal relationship. It runs much higher than that. And you just have to kind of decide if you're going to allow those kind of things to get into the way. All right, so I'm going to pull some initials. They may or may not be for you or your person. If they are, maybe it will help you just to cement the reading a little more. Claim it. There's an F as in Frank, P as in Paul. I have a 3. Somebody might have a 3. Something may have happened. Oh, we're not in March. Are we in March? No, we're in April now. So something may have happened in the 3rd month. So it could have very well just happened. Somebody could have a 3 in their birthday, of course, in their birth year, something around a 3, however that resonates. We have a Q for Queen, Queen. We have a G in George. I have an M for Michael, a K. We get plenty of initials here. A B. I have another M, an L, an H. I thought I had a, and then we have a 4. All right, so again, use the number 4 accordingly. Somebody could also be 43, a 34, or however those numbers apply for you guys, okay? All right, my beautiful collective, that is what I have for you guys. Please make sure that you are taking special care of yourself. And I will talk to y'all the next time. Have a great weekend. Bye.